Hi everyone, for anyone new here, my name is June Holland. I'm an independent artist from the Northwest UK and I write and record and produce my own songs from home. So today I just thought I'd do a little video about my setup. So a few people have already asked me what it is that I use to record, what my setup looks like. So I just thought I'd make a little video on it and I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, then just leave them in the comments section below. But yeah, let's go. So first of all, this is my desk. So I have my Mac. I use a system called Logic to record into, which is something that is compatible with Apple computers. So that's why I have a Mac. I bought it when I was quite young. At college, they had Logic on the computers and it was the only thing that I sort of knew about, and I was like, okay, I need to get Logic. So I bought a Mac. I was working at a supermarket at the time, so I saved up and bought this, and it was expensive, and I know they're even more expensive now. So even though this is super old and super slow and probably doesn't have the capabilities to be recording songs because it crashes on me about 50 times a day when I've got lots in a project, but this is what I'm working with, and I can't afford to buy a new Mac because they're ridiculously expensive. This is my makeshift computer stand, which I got some blocks of wood and foam that came in a box, I think with the desk actually. So I just chucked that under there. This was always meant to be like a temporary thing, but it sort of stayed a long time. And I need to get a proper, this is an old shelf, the white bit. And yeah, I've just propped it up, but the plan was to actually like make proper feet for it. And this was going to be temporary, but here we are. And yeah, so plugged into my laptop via the USB, I have this little guy, which is a PreSonus Audio Box i2, which is a audio interface, which is something that you need in order to record. So it plugs into your laptop and then you can plug your instruments or microphones and things into the interface. So just to quickly show you, this is the kit that I bought a long time ago. You can see I've had it a while and it's moved house with me, but I'll just show you what comes with the kit. So you get the audio interface, which I've got there. You get a microphone, a condenser microphone, which I actually have here because I was recording some guitar the other day. It's not plugged in right now, but oh, sorry, my cat's wanting to get into the video. Hello, Ralph. Ralph. Oh, good boy. And I got some headphones, which are here. So this kit was actually £150, which, you know, it's still £150, but in comparison to some equipment that you can buy, like, it's fairly reasonable. And I actually think it's pretty good. Like this condenser microphone, although I have upgraded my microphone now, which I will show you, I still use this one from recording my guitar because I just prefer it. And also when I recorded my song, The One, which is the first track that I ever released, I used that microphone. So basically I just used this entire kit for that song, and I still think it stands up and sounds, you know, fairly decent quality. So if you're looking for a starter kit, I bought this so many years ago now, I don't know if they still do this one, but I'm sure they'll be able to find something similar. And yeah, what you would do, so I've actually got a jack lead plugged in here because I was going to show first how I would record electric guitar. So because I haven't got a very decent amp for electric guitar, I just go directly into the audio interface and straight into Logic. So basically I just need to get the other end of this lead and plug it in directly to my electric guitar. So yeah, this would just go into the input here on my electric, grab my headphones. I can just click record on Logic, and then so for recording my acoustic guitar, I do actually like to plug my microphone in and then record the audio from my microphone rather than plugging the acoustic guitar straight in here. So I'll just switch it up now. So plug the microphone in, and then I've got that set up here. The microphone is now plugged in. When you plug in a condenser microphone, you have to have your phantom power on, so that's on now. And then I would just play my acoustic guitar directly into the mic and pick up the sound that way. So I wouldn't usually have the microphone so far away. You'd have the microphone set right in front of the guitar, but for the purpose of this video I've not got the right mic stand set up. You would just record straight into the mic, and that that's acoustic guitar. I just prefer the sound when you record into the microphone rather than directly into the audio interface. So that's for guitars, and now I will show you my mic setup, which is slightly different because I've got a slightly different mic, and I'll show you how that works. This is my baby. The SMB7 mic. I wanted it for so many years. Didn't get it because it was super expensive, but then I luckily bought it for my birthday, which is one of the best presents I've ever had. And yeah, I look at my little socks. I will set this up. It's slightly different to just like a normal mic. So for this setup, I obviously have my audio interface plugged in, and then to my audio interface, I have a little mic lead, which actually goes into this. So with this microphone that I'm about to show you, you need a boost. I'm not very technical. I don't know all the ins and outs, but basically I saw a lot of videos. People were saying you need a cloud lifter. That's like the expensive brand, which is almost like £100. This one cost me £35 from Anderton's Music. It's a Clark Technic mic booster CM1. It basically does the same thing. I don't know, I obviously haven't had the cloud lifter, so I can't comment on whether it's better, but it seems to do what it needs to do. And then to the other side of that, I've got another mic lead, and that runs up to my SM7B. So I also have my pop filter in front of it, and this is how I would then sing my vocals. And then the only other thing I have is a MIDI keyboard, which can go directly into the Mac via USB. You can do a whole load with this, so you can select bass guitar, and then the things that you would play would sound like a bass. And you can figure out all the notes on here, because I don't actually have a bass yet. It's on my list of instruments that I want to collect. I already have quite a lot of guitars, a ukulele, a trumpet, but yeah, I haven't yet a keyboard. I haven't yet got a bass, so it's on the list, but for now I program it in via MIDI. Just ignore this little thing. This was just something that I picked up from the shop, which was meant to be like a body brush or something from Primark, but I just really like it. Like, as in, I'm not going to use it as a body brush, I just like the way it feels, and thought I would use it as like a soothing fidget toy or something. But yeah, that's just because I'm weird like that. And yeah, so I've got my MIDI keyboard. Here's actually a pad, so you can put like drum beats on through the pad. And yeah, that's my setup pretty much, and just, yeah, random stuff on my desk, like my little Follow Your Dreams, which is really dirty because it's followed me through loads of office jobs. It's always been sat on my desk, and now obviously I'm at home, so I've got it on my home desk. My little lucky cat, and this little cute angel which someone gifted me. Basically there was loads of different quotes. I picked this one out by chance, and it says keep it simple, which is something that I need to remind myself of whilst I'm doing my music, because I have the tendency to overcomplicate things and spend hours and hours and hours that I don't need to be spending on doing stuff that's silly. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh look, my little Digimon rubbers, which I've had since I was a kid, and I refuse to rub, so they will stay forever. And my little scientist mascot, because I used to be a scientist. Fun fact, not the job that I quit, that was a previous job, but I actually quite like the science. But yeah, oh, and of course a bag of crystals, because why wouldn't you have a bag of crystals on your desk? As you can tell, I am a typical creative musician type where everything tends to be a chaotic mess. But there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been somewhat helpful. And if you do have any questions, then drop them in the comments, and I'll always try and help where I can. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and bye for now.